afterwards, after the whole live stream. I'm gonna have a couple like 2 minutes or 3 minutes for people to get in here, so you can skip ahead for a couple minutes until you see like you scroll and you see like the music video start playing or something. You can do that if you want to, but I'm also going to have this up, which I'm not going to get political about, but it is September 11th. Okay, so using this piece of artwork that my mom made for me, that I had her made for me, this piece of artwork to kind of just pay respects to the first responders, both, you know, policemen and women and firefighters and, you know, everybody that was at the site. So this will be remaining up with me for this video, but not getting political. It has nothing to do with politics. This has everything to do with just simply the 9/11 event. And it's a very important event to me, so that's why I'm going to have it up. But yes, so essentially what happened is I was going to make this video last night, but I took a nap, and then I woke up at my normal time to make a video. And when I went to make a video, my computer was in the middle of an update, because of course it was. So what that means for me is I couldn't make a video, and if I want to have a video out today, then I need to do it this way. So what we're going to do is we're going to do it this way. So now that we have some people in here, what I'm going to be doing is Greg, if you guys know him, I'm live streaming this right now, but it's going to be uploaded. It's going to be uploaded to YouTube afterwards. Greg is a moderator on my stream. I'm not sure if he is going to be here or not. I didn't tell him that I was doing this. It was just kind of a split-second thing. Basically, he messaged me in the middle of the night last night, actually, because I was going to do a different video. But then he said that there was a new Disturbed video that just came out last night. And basically told me that it would be a perfect video for September 11th. And that it has some ties into September 11th and stuff like that, or whatever. Now, usually I don't enjoy knowing the story behind a song or the potential story behind a song, because then whenever I go into the song, it's kind of the only thing I can think about. And I like to kind of have my mind free of, you know, things to think about when I look at it. But, you know, it was released on the eve of September 11th. Greg says it might have ties to September 11th. It is now September 11th. For all of you internationally, it might not mean anything to you, but here it means everything to everybody. So I'm gonna get into this, and we're just gonna see how it goes. But after this video, that's gonna be it. Just gonna do basically my normal reaction, do the video, and then I have to get to work. So this is my way of showing you my reaction live and unedited, because if I tried to do that, it wouldn't be up until tomorrow. So let's get into Disturbed, If I Ever Lose My Faith in You, which came out like 10 or 12 hours ago or something like that. So let's see how it goes. I'm also going to turn up the volume slightly.
You could say I lost my faith in science and progress.
This is going to be tough. This is going to be tough for me to watch.
You could say I lost my sense of direction.
Okay, I'm going to pause already. One, for copyright reasons. Two, because we need to talk about some stuff here. It's been 43 seconds. And Greg might be onto something. because I'm going to go back to the beginning. Okay. Just look how in each shot here. So here you have these stairs, somebody walking down these stairs, and it kind of looks a little bit like they're ash covered almost. Now, it's probably just, the texture of the concrete or whatever it is there that might be broken down a little bit, but it kind of just has that ominous kind of feel to it. But then you get to this shot here, and you have this smokestack tower here, and you have this smokestack tower here, slightly offset. That's my alarm. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, a little too happy for this. But you have the smokestack here and the smokestack here, a little bit offset from each other, like the Twin Towers were. And they're both smoking from the top. And there's just kind of like this ominous figure standing here.
You could say I lost my belief in religion.
And this just reminds me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this. I'm going to do it backwards from what people would normally do, okay? I'm going to go through this and break this whole thing down and kind of like react to it for the first time or whatever. And then after we're done with it, I'm going to go back and let it play the whole way through. Okay? All right. So here, what this reminds me of, oh, shoot. What this reminds me of here is, I mean, imagine what the people trapped in the towers were thinking. I would probably be on the floor, panicking on the floor, just like in full prayer or whatever. And this kind of what this symbolizes here to me. And then the fire just kind of erupts in the background, kind of like that moment when, it just kind of. But this one here, okay, this shot here really hit me. And it kind of ties into my board here, although a little bit more I would say on the firefighter end. But like I said, using this for all first responders. But anyway, you got a split view of a man running down the stairs on the left-hand side. And then you have a man running upstairs on the right-hand side. Okay? And the guy on the left is kind of, if I remember correctly, running kind of... He was kind of like trotting down the stairs, kind of like he's ready to get out of somewhere, but he's not in like full-on panic. The guy on the right is in like full-on panic run, like almost tripping and trying his hardest to get somewhere, right? And what that symbolizes to me here is people inside the tower that have no idea what's going on, running down the stairs to escape, right? They just hear loud bangs, whatever. They're like, I'm out of here, and just, they're out. The one on the right, the guy that's frantically running up the stairs, reminds me of firefighters, police, EMS, first responders, charging head on, knowing full well what they're getting themselves into, knowing full on what they are running into. And they are sprinting up the stairs to go and try to help people. They are literally running, sprinting upstairs in a building that is insanely tall. Well, buildings that are insanely tall. And they're running head on into most likely certain death when you think about it. You didn't know the towers were going to collapse. You didn't know that. You didn't know if there was going to be more explosions. But you saw crazy crap happen to both these towers. And you knew damn well that it was imminent danger going in there. And they were sprinting in because they wanted to help people. They wanted to save lives. That's why they were running inside. And they knew what they were running into. The people inside on like the 20th floor, 30th floor, whatever, they don't know what they're running from. They just hear loud noises and they're getting out of the building. Okay? The respect that the men and the women who are first responders in this country deserve is beyond anyone's recognition other than themselves. I'm just going to say it. Again, not getting political here. It's just a fact.
Lost my sense of direction.
You got smoke like it's coming from the towers or something in the car view mirror, or the car rear mirror. Climbing the stairs into the smoke. Wait a minute, is this a... Is this a cover of the Sting song? That's 100% from like the Sting song, the same title. I guess I should have realized that. But the original lyrics in the beginning there didn't sound like they were the same. It didn't catch my ear, I guess you could say, the same. But that chorus is unmistakable.
There may nothing left for me to do. Some would say I was a lost man in a lost world. You can say I lost my faith in the people on TV. You can say I lost my belief in a politician.
Oh, okay, politicians. I was about to say that's really creepy looking, but then it said politicians, and then I kind of put two and two together there.
They all seem like game show hosts to me, but
Now, that's the only thing political I will get into, is the fact that losing faith in politicians and the fact that they all feel like game show hosts and they all kind of feel like they're saying what they want you to say, or they're saying what they want you to think or whatever. That's a worldwide problem. Okay? That's a worldwide problem. Especially here in the US. I mean, it's to the point where it's like, you don't have any longer this presidential candidate or this government official running against this government official because, you know, of the right reasons most of the time. Most of the time now, it is 100% this guy's an idiot, that guy's a bigger idiot. I'd rather have neither, but I'll take the lesser of the two. That's essentially what is happening really everywhere, but mainly here. So it's the only thing political I will say is everyone in the government's an idiot. Most people. This video is really well done. Okay. Here's the disturbed part. Seizure warning. If any of you guys have epilepsy, there was that little part there. Hopefully you're still good. I don't know if that's a one-time thing. I don't know if that'll keep happening, but seizure warning from now on. Okay? Again, seizure warning. It looks like it's going to be a thing.
I never saw no miracle of science.
This is...
From a blessing to a curse.
Man. This is giving me very big... Sound of Silence vibes, because it has that similar kind of, it's a cover song, or it seemingly is a cover song. Like I said, I know the chorus is at least the same as the Sting song. I don't know if the rest of it is, but it's been a long time since I've heard that song. But it has that kind of soft, disturbed, kind of emotional sound to it, where David's voice is really, really beautiful. But then it has that kind of ramp up part where you kind of get that classic Disturbed Damon with his little vocal, what's the word? Vocal distortion going on there. And it kind of gets more into that rock side. In Sound of Silence, there was kind of this constant build up, whereas here it seems like he did that slow stuff, and then they kind of like smacked you with a little bit of rock, and then now they're back a little bit. But it has a very similar feel that way, as well as the video is shot with that same kind of black and white with a little bit of like a yellow sepia, tint to it. And it has a very similar video feel. They really like playing with that black and white kind of feeling. I don't think these are the same lyrics as the Sting song, but the chorus definitely is. Okay, so I just got big freaking goosebumps. So to me, what this means here is it can mean two things. One, it could mean kind of inner reflection. How it just could mean that. But also, it looks like this woman kind of in the morning, leaving for work, something like that. And then you got this guy, in the morning, just, showering, getting his face shaved or whatever, getting ready to go for work for the last time. Same as the woman. And you got a kid here just kind of doing normal kid things, just swimming or whatever. He's just living his day normally, and you never know that, maybe his dad could have been in the towers, or his mom could have been in the towers. So like this could have been like him just having a normal day, and then all of a sudden his parents don't come home. And that just gave me the biggest goosebumps. Same thing there. That's kind of a weird optical illusion. What's happened with the mirror? Huh. Brought that rock kind of vocal distortion back again there. Man, what a video that was. Goodness gracious. Okay. Like I promised, we're going to go back to the beginning, play it through. I'm not going to stop and commentate on anything unless it's just like absolutely critical, something that I didn't see or something like that. But we're going to go back and play it one more time. I am still going to pause it though, because I want to kind of avoid some copyrights. I'm just not going to pause it nearly as much.
You could say I lost my faith in science and progress. You could say I lost my belief in religion. You could say I lost my sense of direction. You could say all of this and worse, but
These are not the same lyrics. They might be close, but it sounds like Disturbed has altered the lyrics a little bit to kind of fit their style or their video or like current events or something like that. It does not ring a bell to me that these match the original lyrics of the song until the chorus. But anyway, paused, copyright reasons, blah blah.
if I ever lose my faith in you,
That's such a beautiful tonality in that chorus right there.
There'll be nothing left for me to do.
Yeah.
Some would say I was a lost man in a lost world. You can say I lost my faith in the people on TV.
Really cool camera tricks in this video, in like the smallest little places.
You can say I lost my belief in a politician.
That's still so creepy, but it makes so much sense. And that pose right there that they chose for the politicians or for, you know, whatever, that's like, it's spot on for the feeling and the emotions that they're trying to bring up towards somebody like that. It's spot on, that kind of, that half-assed fake, I'm just putting it on my face smile to look good, kind of like a, oh yeah, you know, it's me, look what I'm doing, you know. It's that exact emotion that they're trying to convey, and it works really well. Like, look how good I am, you know. Really interesting. Okay, I think here's when it kind of goes up to the more like rocky side of it. Just a couple other things I'm noticing here and there while I'm paused for copyright is, you know, there's these shots where there's this guy just kind of sitting at this table with like all these empty chairs. You know, it's like that is a yearly occurrence for some families out there that have to sit at their table with an empty chair or a couple empty chairs. You know, whether they were in the tower, whether they were a police officer near there, whether they were just a civilian near there, whether they were a firefighter, a paramedic, you know, somebody in the military, like whoever it was, a person, if they were just a person near there, their families are sitting today with empty chairs. And just... I really love David's voice. I really love it.
I never saw no miracle of science.
That's interesting. I wonder if this was planned or whether this was a complete coincidence. But if you know the Twin Towers incident, the 9/11 incident, you'll know that they both got hit. They were both on fire. You know, they both whatever, and then one fell before the other one, like by, I don't remember exactly how much time, but it was a decent time before the other one fell. One fell, and I think it was the South Tower. Anyway, doesn't really matter. In this fire pit here, there are two kind of little, you know, I don't know what they're called, but the two of the things that stick up that kind of remind me of the Twin Towers, right? Like there's two towers in the fireplace, right? And at this point in time, we're over halfway through the video, okay? There appears to only be fire on one of the two, on the left one only, okay? I don't know if they did that on purpose or not, but it's kind of like the right one already fell, and only the left one's still on fire. It's really interesting. Do you see that? How only the left one has the fire behind it and the right one doesn't. If they didn't do that on purpose, that is so coincidental. Man. This song, it just hits extra hard. Man. Seriously though, like what a song and a music, like what a performance, what a song, what a music video. They did it again, just like they did with Sound of Silence. You know, it's this one carries a little bit more feeling to me than Sound of Silence. I don't think the song overall will do as well as the Sound of Silence. I think the Sound of Silence is just one of those all-time, without doubt, one of the greatest covers of all time. This, it's a little bit different. I like how they seem in my head, of course. I haven't gone to check the original song. It seems like they adjusted it to kind of fit themselves and fit a new style. Whereas they didn't just completely cover the original song like they did with the Sound of Silence. So I don't think this one will do as well, but it is every percent as good as the Sound of Silence. This is extremely good. The music video is very good, and the emotion that it brings up for the people who know, and the fact that they released it on September 11th, or like the very end of September 10th, so people would have it for the September 11th. Very special. Very, very special. So I'm going to end it here because I have to get to work. This was just kind of supposed to be an uncut, let's just experience this video together kind of a reaction. But thank you to all the first responders out there. If you are watching, firefighters, EMS, police officers, doctors, whatever, paramedics, you know, if you are out there and you are watching, just thank you for what you do. People don't realize the struggle and the emotional courage that it takes to do your job. And they'll try to tell you that your job's easy or that they could do your job or whatever. No, they can't. It takes a special person to be a firefighter. It takes a special person to be a police officer. To see the very thing, most of the time including death, that people are running from. Whether it's 9/11, whether it's a house fire, whether it's an active shooter, whether it's whatever. To see that when everyone else is screaming and running for their very lives, and you run and charge the opposite way without thought that you might die because that's your job and that's what you signed up to do, you will forever have every ounce of respect that I can give. That's all I have to say. So, thank you all for watching. If you liked the video, please make sure to hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And go make sure to check out the original video for yourself. Watch it with no copyright pauses and, enjoy that for what it is. But thank you all for joining me, especially those of you in the live video.